So today I'm going to run you through how to do a really simple wound clean using basic first aid kit content. First of all, we're going to wash our hands or give them a good squirt of hand gel. Clean them really thoroughly. If they're visually clean, we're going to prepare some stuff. You want your gauze. You want to get your wound dressing ready. You're going to need some saline and you're going to need some tape. I like to have clean hands and I like to prepare the packet. So you can see these. You want to open that just like a pouch. We don't want to rip it all the way open. And we want to prepare this packet as well. So same, never touch the contents with your fingers. We're not doing that. Put them down, keep them clean and safe. Keep them clean and tidy. We're going to use them in a minute. Once you have everything ready, then you're going to put your gloves on. Make sure your gloves fit really well. You want them to be like snug. These are a bit loose on me. I would really like mediums. These are large. Once you have your gloves on, we're going to do prayer hands so that you are reminded. Once you've got your gloves on, don't touch anything. You want to do prayer hands to remind yourself to not touch anything. You're quite clean now and you're about to do a little bit of a procedure. So we want to maintain hygiene. Alrighty, what we're going to do next, take the lid off our saline. We're going to take the gauze out. There's 3 pieces, so I'm going to put one down for a bit later. I'm going to take the gauze. That's one more piece. I'm going to shove it back in there. I'm going to screw that up into another little ball, shove it in there, and we're going to wet this down with saline, and that makes our swabs. So we've got a nice wet swab. We're going to pretend that this is our wound, and it's quite a decent wound. That would actually require stitches, but I'm just using this for my demo. All right, so gloved hands. This is really important to do these steps carefully. So you're going to take your swab, and in a circular motion, you're going to start in the center of the wound and you're just going to wipe around. You're just going to clean the area that's wounded. You're just going to clean the injured area. We do not want to be doing crazy scrubbing that's dragging germs and bacteria from the skin into the incision. So none of this. What we're wanting to do, so no, this is crazy. We don't want to be doing that. What we do want to be doing, taking our swab and just cleaning the area that needs to be cleaned. We're just going to take the swab, use it once, and clean the area that needs to be cleaned. We're not going to use this repeatedly, so we're going to throw that away. And we just rinse and repeat. You'll have heaps of packets of this in your first aid kit. So let's just say I'm happy with that. That's as clean as it's getting. And again, that's a massive wound. We would be stitching that up or packing it actually, but I'm demonstrating today, so you're going to have to use your imagination. We're going to take the dry piece of gauze that we put away a little before, and we're just going to wipe that clean. So if you're satisfied that it's nice and clean, we're going to cover it up. The way we want to get this dressing on is we size it up. It's clear at the back, so I know that that's the right size dressing. And I don't want to touch the dressing. These gloves are dirty. They've touched this wound now, so I do not want to touch my sterile dressing. I'm going to peel it open without touching it. So I'm using the packet. It's the same on both sides. I'm going to place it over the wound. I'm going to pop my finger on the back, which is not touching the patient. I'm going to pull that off. And then we want to make it occlusive. So in the workplace, you are going to tape all 4 sides. That's not long enough. And we're going to say to our patient, that's pretty good. It's clean. Are you happy? And they're going to say yes. And you're going to say if you have any signs of infection, any heat, redness, swelling, make sure you seek medical attention. And that's Wound Clean 101. Very simple stuff. So what we needed was gauze from our first aid kit, a non-adherent wound dressing, the right size. We needed gloves, we needed tape, and we needed saline. If you're doing this on a child with the saline, let them have a little feel first because they think it's going to sting. So you want to say, hey, do you want to have a little feel? Would you like to hold it yourself? Just grab one out and give it to them. It also keeps their hands busy. Just let them know it might be cold, but it's not going to sting. So you don't want to exacerbate anyone who has any sensory issues. Wound Clean 101. Simple stuff.